Okay, so hello. I haven't recorded in a while, so here's a video. It's not gonna be your usual like Rocket League video. It's gonna be something else. So I recently sold my old phone, my iPhone 6, and I wanted to get AirPods instead. So I got some off of eBay for $107, and I found them to be fake. So here's the analysis for it. So I'm gonna be comparing them to the awfully bad i7s that are like the thickest headphones I've ever seen, and then I'm gonna be comparing them first. So I'm gonna be going into the first. The first thing is the packaging. These i7s, they came with two, and I got two pairs. It's just I lost the other pair. These came in a box, and the box looks scarily good except the font right here. Like, it's like raised like the actual AirPods, except that is just kind of off. That's written in Chinese. That's the first big giveaway that I found. But they used a real serial number, so I looked it up on Apple's website, and they said they're real AirPods. So they're trying to compete with real Apple AirPods. So upon opening, here it's like normal AirPods, and then I already opened them to check, and they came like this. I can't drop them. So they came like that, and then when you take off the bottom, there was a charging cable, but I took that out for personal use. Now we'll compare the cases. This came with an actual lid, and that broke off too. It's just showing the quality. And let me compare the prices really fast. These I got for $107. These I got for like $25, $30. So there's a big difference in quality. Okay, let's look at the cases themselves. So the front is like it's almost the same height, and this is just the bottom half where it stores the AirPods. And then the back, on the good ones, it has like a good hinge. It says designed by Apple in California, assembled in China. And then it has the dot when this just has a charging cable. And then comparing on the bottom, this is flat, so you could actually stand it up. Oops. But this is like real. This is a real AirPod case. This is like a real AirPod case, so it doesn't go up vertically. This has a really good snappiness, and then this is just all plastic, and it barely even moved. It was really bad. Also, on the inside, you can't see at all. They connect with like these, you see those little, okay, there's little openings, and that's so it can magnetically charge. But the really bad fake ones, a pin goes inside, and then that's how it charges, which is just pathetic if I do say so myself. So this has way better snappiness, and it looks like a real AirPod case. On the inside, it has a light, which is like the real AirPods 1, and it has that, but it doesn't have a serial number inside, so that's another way to tell if your AirPods are fake, if they have a serial number on the lip or not. The good real ones use Lightning instead of like USB-C or micro, and this uses micro USB, which is pretty pathetic from today's standards. Now let's talk about the real AirPods. So, not the real AirPods, like the AirPods. So these are thick. They have, that's a light and that's a button, which is just sad. And like, it has this little thing that it doesn't even do anything. It's just plastic. And then it doesn't have the like dots for like measuring like if you took them out or not. Okay, and then these look almost identically similar to the real AirPods. They don't have a button, they don't have a light, they just look very similar. And let me say another thing about being in the ears. These from other people look really chunky and just obviously fake, but these look really close. So, and these hurt my ear and fall out easily. These don't fall out, and like they look real. So that's great. Now let's talk about connectivity. Okay, these are i7s, not the good ones. These are i7s, and the connectivity, you have to hold both of the buttons for like 3 seconds, and you have to hope that they connect at the same time under the same name, and then they connect. But with these, you open up the lid, and you see it's already flashing, that means it's pairing, but if not, you have to press the button. And it just comes up under settings as AirPods, both connected at the same time, which is pretty remarkable for the fake market. But another deal breaker between if these are fake or real, if they have the W1 or H1 chip, that like it comes up with a menu saying AirPods, and it like interrupts your recordings. These would have connected to my phone. They automatically connect, but I had to forget them off of my phone. So yeah, they connect automatically, but the i7s are just atrocious. And let's talk about the quality. These have like a 5-10 foot range between things, and then they just fully cut out. These have almost the same or better range than real AirPods, which is remarkable. These work well. It works throughout my whole house, and they just fit perfectly. Again, the snappiness is just perfect. Okay, here's something that I just discovered. Yeah, they light up, that's just sad, but listen to the sound it makes. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but it's like making a hissing sound. That's not good. So yeah, and while these charge, they just charge through the case. You don't have to press anything, which is pretty good, but you have to press this and then they light up blue and red, which is just, man, 2-3 years ago was just different in fake AirPod quality and how much people cared about getting fakes and how good they were. So this is audio quality you can expect from your AirPods, and other people said they have a little hissing sound, but other than that, it just sounds perfect. Like, not terrible at all. But these will not charge for some reason, and the audio quality from that just feels like you got a $2 microphone from your local thrift store and it was heavily used by a drug dealer trying to sell stuff on eBay. Yeah. It sounds that bad. These also, sorry about the wobbliness. These also connect and disconnect when you put them in the AirPods case, which is like real AirPods. Now let's talk about touch controls. These have a button. That's why like to play and pause, and I don't know if they're Siri. I can't touch it. It's just the quality is so bad. These it just started raining. They connect. I don't know if they connected just now. When you open it and close it, they have touch controls like the real AirPods. You have to hit a little harder and stuff. They have Siri, play, pause, and then they can skip tracks. And you can do volume up and down. So again, sorry if there's raining noise. It just started raining. Now, let's say you're like me. You were shopping for AirPods and you wanted to get real AirPods. Let's talk about how easily you can fool. These, no. They are the fakest attempt at AirPods I've ever seen. And those were the first model. Now we have now. These fooled me. And when I initially went to the Apple store, they had to get like 3-4 people. They couldn't tell. And then they had to pair it. And it was just, yeah, they realized. Also, these are another giveaway. This is another, I'm not giving these away. Another giveaway between real and fake AirPods is if you go into settings and then the about, real AirPods will show you multiple settings to rename. These just say like disconnect and forget this device. Now let's talk about the price. I got these for $107, so I thought I was getting the real deal. These I got for $20. So yeah. These are a much better deal, but these are really good. They're almost like AirPods. It's just they don't give the same experience. And now, let's say I had to choose between these two, 1 and 2. I knew they were both fake, and I had to pay for them. If I had to pay for them, the decision will be these. They just have a much better bang for their buck. But again, if I got them for free, I'm still gonna choose these. They have a much better experience for their money. And that concludes my review between good fakes and bad fakes. So just always be on the lookout. And I gave some tips on how to not be scammed while getting AirPods on eBay.